Hey everyone, Chaos Giga here live. Uh, Basically, I just wanted to wait until after the reset because the fact I'm gonna be farming like eggs anyway in certain areas that I'm gonna be farming for stuff anyway for these events. So there was no point in like starting early for me really, because some of the eggs I actually already have. I just need some datas. Like I got some Gomamon eggs, but I used up all the the Aqua data I had basically saved up because I gave some of my Aqua data away too. Hey Buster. Hey Ilya Schwartz. So the reset should be happening in about 3 minutes, and then I'm probably just going to head to certain areas to start farming for certain things, like oil refinery and stuff like that. I'll probably end up at File Island just before 10 o'clock my time because the fact that the Tanamon raid starts. I haven't really had an issue with the Tanamon raid. Like, I don't know how it's going to work with streaming, but and definitely let me know if there's an issue with any of the stream because I've changed over the stream. So all the streaming and my recording is completely done on my graphics card now. I've changed it completely over to just my GPUs are doing nothing but the stream. So that way the CPU can just run the game because the game is obviously just like, yeah, sad that way. Oh no. Your yellow soccer uniform died? That sucks, dude. Yeah, I feel that pain. I think I've got like I don't know how many days I got left on this Digiaura. I've got just a little bit over a day and 17 hours left on my Digiaura. That's gonna rip. But I've got several others though. And then my costume, I think I still have like lots of time. And then this right here, I got 54 days left on. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to make an announcement on was that I'm probably not going to be streaming during the week anymore because starting next week we start going back to the office. So, which is a good thing. I mean, I've been missing going to the office. If you know what I mean. So I'll be going back to doing videos again during the week. I might every once in a while hop on and do a stream. I'll try to post at least 24 hours in advance before I actually start a stream on the weekends, like probably Friday evening, Saturdays, because I know most people that's Sunday to them. So I mean, it's just how it's gonna go because real life is starting to come back at us real fast now since all this stuff is starting to clear up. Got 1 more minute and then the reset should be live. Yeah, the only 3 I have left to get for this deck buff. Let's go in here. Well, I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to hatch a Ryutamon and a Dorumon Raptordramon line so I can at least get an AO. I'll probably just do 2 3/5s for it, and whatever I get from this event will probably be what I use actually for both of these. And then I'm just gonna delete them when I'm done with them, because I just need the Joggersus so I can unlock this for my Goatmon. But I need the Gomamon, Patamon, and Salamon. The Gatomon line, if you will. So, and I guess the Gomamon line has to be the Vitemon. Is there actually 2 Gomamon lines? Oh, there is. Yeah, the Digimon line. Huh. Yeah, I forgot about that line. There we go. I think the first one I'll do is probably this one, the dungeon. Go ahead and open all these boxes up. Sweet gold bananas. No backup disc this time. This is like the first time I didn't get any backup discs at all in any of the boxes, so that's not bad. I've gotten like over 50 backup discs in less than the first week, really. So it's not bad, considering. So okay, I might as well store those. Let's see what this egg is. I've already got 2, 4, 5 Elecmons, so if this is... Oh, I gotta open it first, does that help? So if this is anything other than a 4-5 or 5-5, then there's just no point in keeping it, obviously. It's another 4-5. That's great. Now I got 3, 4, 5 Elecmon eggs, so I can push my Elecmon Jogris egg up for Transcendence. How many 4-5s does it take? I mean, I'm going to try to push a couple of them to 5-5 regardless, but still, I mean... What is it? Which one of these is... This one? Yeah, eventually I'm just going to have to hatch some of these. Or just get rid of them, I don't know. Alright, first up is the dungeon. Just gotta keep an eye on my time. See, this just shows it's possible for them to actually change IDG to where it can be like this, an instance dungeon, where people can just go in and just summon the Kuwagamon and all that stuff. I honestly think they should change that. And don't worry, this time I won't let the Lucemon time out. Last time all I did was just grab my Gabumon, Digivolve it up to its Mega, and let him attack it. No skills. There she is. Genku daily time? Yeah, I've been pushing that off. I should probably do that one too. I just haven't felt like doing the Labyrinth. I don't know why. Just haven't felt like doing it. This takes a while, but it is what it is. If you take the passes like an hour before. Oh yeah, because they have like a 2-hour time limit on them. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. What's the deal with all this? Oh, because you only need to kill and not get a drop? But you're so slow. So the drop's that easy to get then for Genkumon? Because I was under the impression that they were super hard to find or get. I don't know. I might check it out today. I haven't done Labyrinth in a while, so I don't know how much they've rebalanced it or changed in it. Oh, they are hard? See, I figured, and I just don't want anything sitting in my inventory for like years on end. Especially right now at the event time that we have for the holidays. There's so many items for Halloween, and there's going to be so many more items for Thanksgiving and Christmas, so... And you top that all off with all these other event items I got to get. It's... I mean, you just don't have enough space. You never have enough space in this game for all the stuff that they have with drops and stuff. That's why I wish they'd stop adding drops for, like, Jogress events and stuff. Or burst modes, even. Kill him already! I'm not even going to get my hopes up on that Buster, just being honest. My scan luck on those things is so terrible. Like, anything with probability of chance, and it has, like, more than 4 items in it, I never get what I'm actually looking for. Like, with the 4 item ones, I'm actually able to get my backup disc, which is something I actually need and want. So, those kind of probability ones I can deal with. It's the ones like that that I just... make me hate the game so much, just because of how low chance there is at things. It's actually something that they want you to spend money on anyway, so I can't ride in here. Let's go ahead and open these. Low class. Our Digiclone set box. Two of them. Yeah, so I'm not getting my hopes up at all on those like cash shop type items that they give us for free. My luck has never been good with them, and it never will be. Alright, so that's the easiest one of the whole shebang done. Let's store all this crud. See, like these right here, I'm gonna have to store like 21 of those just so I can turn them in for the big box that we're gonna get from this thing anyway. Okay, where's the yellow wrapped gift box at? I know the Digiclone box I've already got in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yep. Huh, where is that? I don't know. Let's just put them in there and sort it. What is this? Oh, is this for the... That's for the machine, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, look. Krillinmon. I wouldn't name anything after Krillin. I'm just saying. Oh, that's terrible. Mine's gonna be awesome with the name Simba above it. I don't even care. It's been reset. There's no point in like waiting because I mean, I'm not gonna get anything that I really need out of it anyway. Actually, I do need mid-class data boxes. So I guess that's kind of good. We'll just keep it on us for now. Alright, so the first area I'm going to go to is probably the Glacier area, I think. Yeah, let's just go to the Glacier area. Distorted Data Village. Just because I need some Gomamon eggs. And there's usually like 2 Beelzemon, 1 in each channel, farming the Vikemons anyway. So I'll just help them kill them. At least that's what I've been doing. I've got several, like I think 10 Gomamon eggs already. I just need the datas. Like running seriously low on the Aqua data because I gave all my Aqua data away to somebody in one of the streams. So now I'm trying to like get my Aqua datas back up there. Okay, the music is playing. Does that mean that they've already... That's the boss music, so that's why I'm looking around here. The Vikemon spawn in different locations. There's like nobody here today. Alrighty then. They're actually dropping more than 1 water? Oh, okay. I was gonna say I didn't think they were. Maybe I picked up some extra the last time. I mean, if anything, Buster, I'm hoping to maybe get more Greymon X from one of those, because I like War Greymon X. He's actually one of the most decent ones, besides Metal Garurumon X. Those are like 2 of the I think like the best models and like best skill sets they've done out of the X-Mons that you could actually get pretty easily from those things. So I don't know. Hagurumon, huh? Yeah. So maybe if I'm gonna get my hopes up for anything, I'll hope for that, but that's about it. Yep. I mean, I've got a better chance of getting that than I do anything else that I want or would like to have. Let's put it that way, like to have. It's not that I want or need it. Oh, oh, oh. He actually spawned here. Yeah, this is one of the second best places. One of those second best places to farm for the Monster Card 6. Especially with Beelzemon. I don't have my Beelzemon out right now, though. I'm kind of broke, because I did forget to tell you guys, I got my Magna up to 15. I finally just broke down and used all the extra Terras I had left, and the Digicores I had saved up to finally get one of the level 15s for my Magna. And I'm literally broke now. I'm down to 1.7 Terras now. I was just lucky that out of like 4 or 5 attempts, however many attempts it took, I got one, finally. I'm going to need 3 more of those just to make level 20, and another 3 to make level 25. It's ridiculous how low a chance it is to get those to succeed. I think with how much it costs, they should dumb down or up that percentage up to at least 90% if anything. Maybe even 80. I'd take 80% chance on that. I'm just so sick of all the things that they've done to like hold you back from like being the best like tamer you can be in the game. At least I'll be able to kill monster cards a little bit faster now, no? Hey, Zoro. Dropping the items a lot faster today, but of course I don't have any competition out here today. This is weird. I'm used to like Beelzemon's being here. I might actually stay out here for a while, just so I can farm some Aqua Datas. Along with some more Gomamon eggs, because I need a Gomamon. All I'm trying to do is just push him to 3-5 so I can get the Encyclopedia insert on him. I mean, we're going to be waiting for, what, another 40 minutes? 40 minutes and Tanamon will be spawning in anyway, so... there was one time, the first time I went over there, I didn't have any issues. The second time I went over there, I accidentally clicked on the other screen because I was talking in Discord, so I got DC'd. So I think as long as I don't do that again, I should be fine. Oh, come on. Alright, so did he spawn over here? Like they normally do? Yeah. Got my G Fuel today. I'm not drinking any coffee today. Not feeling it. It's back up in the 70s outside again. It's not cold anymore. It's been the weirdest, like, decade, like, ever in my state. Because it's usually, like, always cold. Like, every single day in November. But here lately, it's been, like, summer. Summer or spring in November, which is weird for us. I think I'm just gonna kill leaders for a little while, because that guy... I just can't trust people that show up here. Like, anywhere, whenever I'm carding, because that's the first thing they try to do, is just, like, go over and sit in the area where they spawn at and pick them off. It's one of the biggest things I hate about the game. It's all the people that just steal stuff. Like, somebody's legitimately putting in the work, and then they'll come over and steal them from you. Yeah, there you go. If you're gonna help, at least help. They're not even picking up the stuff. Okay, now I got like 3 people over here already. So I guess everybody's decided to log in and just come over to the Gomamons now. And they're not going to take these guys, then I will. Not always. I mean, I'm going off my experiences with the game. If I see people that start showing up, they're not usually there to help. They're there to steal. Especially the ones that aren't killing. Like, if they're killing, that's fine and dandy. But, I mean, if they're not killing, then no. They're there to steal. I'm used to the ones that come here and just sit there and wait for the spawns, and then they'll just hit the spawns. Ever since I got on Omegamon server, that's what I've seen. Like in the X ticket area and all that stuff. My Magna can do all cards now. Level 15 out of 15 on his Nah, he's actually wanting them. Alright. It's whatever. I just need the waters, then I can just get out of here. My problem is every single one of these mons that I'm needing out, all 3 of the mons that I have left to get that deck buff with, are like severely being like farmed. So I guess I'm gonna have to find some other location to farm Aqua Datas. Probably like Betamon or something like that, I guess. Jesus, criminy. Okay, now they're finally starting to spawn back up. That's what I was thinking, Lebens, was Silver Lake Betamons. That's what I meant by Betamons. They must have both spawned up back there somewhere. I'll get one of them. Actually, the Chimeramons are actually farmed pretty heavily too. In Glacier area. I almost feel like that one right there is a bot, just because he keeps coming up to mons I've already killed. Almost. I don't know, it's hard to tell anymore. I get my last water out of here. There it is. Okay. Go ahead and jump to File Island Waterfront. Or not Waterfront, but just File Island. What is it? The Silent Forest, because that's where Tanamon's going to spawn in anyway. We'll just jump to Channel 0, and I'll farm like Omegamons or something there. I don't think there's any of the mons I need, because I need Gomamon, I need the Salamon Gatomon line, and Patamon. Patamon is going to be the hardest because everybody and their mother is farming all his like areas, so I've been having nothing but issues trying to get a hold of Patamon eggs because of that. I got plenty of Gomamon eggs. I just need more datas. Because really, I think 12 eggs is probably enough to push to a 3-5. I mean, I almost had a 3-5. Trying to push like 4 of them, so. Ice Cream Club. Some of these guilds are really just funny names. There's another Ice Cream Club. They must be waiting for Tanamon. I'm going to try to do the Tanamon raid like I did yesterday. I don't have anything minimized. Just go hit it with a skill and just keep hitting it with skills until after it's dead. Didn't really have that many issues with it at all. I don't think there's any water types here. Nope. Just worry about working on the dailies for now. Then I'll worry about farming the datas. At least try to hatch Gomamon today. Then I'll have to go and see if I can't farm in Digimon farm area for the Gatomon eggs. Is there any other place that the Gatomon line eggs will drop? That I can actually go to and farm them at? With my low stats? Super Desert? Not that Gatomon. Oh wait, there's some Gatomons out in the actual like desert area. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. For some reason I was thinking of the pyramid area. Frozen ground. Isn't that where the Gilmons and stuff are? Does that have Gatomon there too? It's been so long since I've been to Frozen ground. 28 minutes and then Tanamon will spawn in. You trying to sit down on the game there, Zoro? This game is really annoying without any certain kind of like fast speed. I feel like the speed thing should just be normal now. It should just be the normal speed as the max speed, like for movement. It definitely should be. Just about got the Witchmon done. I don't know. I can't answer that, Buster. I don't know. I mean, whenever I talk about that or complain like that, I get ousted by a lot of people. Why does everything need to be bought, you know, from the cash shop? That's what I've said before too. Or just bought from other players. If they made more things to where I could actually get them myself, it would be great. I mean, I get they have dungeons in the game and they have ways for us to like join up with other players and stuff, but some people like to actually do some things on their own, like especially for like uniforms and stuff. We just want to be able to farm that stuff on our own. Okay. It was not out of sight. I shouldn't have to depend on others to help me get like outfits and stuff like that, or stuff I need to make my mon stronger, or stuff to up my stats. You know, like it's just like in like the other MMOs where you're trying to get like a better armor set. You have to farm all that armor stuff, unless there's the in-game armor sets and stuff like that. The new ones that they come out with, they put in the dungeons where you actually have to go in a party and do them together. And I understand that, but there's also the ones that, in order to get you to in-game and stuff like that, you farm the pieces and stuff on your own in these solo quests, these daily solo quests. So I don't know why they can't just do some sort of setup like that. No, I'm not gonna go for a Fanglamon. Why would I even want him? Ever since they put him in the game, he's been weak. Like when they first put him in the game, he was pretty overpowered. Alright, we got like 25 minutes before this raid shows up, so... I want to actually go back to Dad's real quick, so I can... Oh, there's a deck buff for him? I don't know. I can't remember all the deck buffs. Critical hit damage, 30% increase. I mean, I'll probably hatch them and just get them in here just so I can get the deck buff. But yeah, other than that, I don't see me going for Fanglamon. Is he even needed for anything in here? I don't think he's even needed in here for anything. I mean, you guys can tell me if he is, but if he's not, I'm probably not even going to try for him. Yeah, I'd probably go for the Holy Beast deck buff, but that's about it. Great, I got more of that now. I got 6 of those now, so I could probably only use 3 right now. At least I won't have to do it tomorrow, I guess. Regardless, you have to miss one day because of their stupid system. It's whatever, though. One of the seal openers. I've been doing so good at getting the seal openers. Yep, can't play anymore today. Oh well. Is what it is. I don't want any of these. Alright, so now I think I'll just go to... I'll go ahead and do my Chimeramon for the day. My Chimeramon easy for Chaosmon Jogger's line today. Get it out of the way. I've been using Gargoylemon for this one. Just because Gargoylemon is a virus light type, which is... Well, his virus typing actually gives him an advantage against the data typing on Chimeramon anyway. Don't get me wrong, my Magnamon's pretty lit. With his area of effect skill, he can instantly kill the Bakamons and all the other spawns that spawn around him. It's funny. But it just takes a little bit longer than I'd like for him to get through it, so... I think I've already got his maxed out too. At 10 out of 10, yeah. The Bakamons will even kill themselves with the reflect damage if I can get enough reflects off. Huh. I think that's the most times I've had in a row where he's actually reset the reflect. Back up again. I know when you get this 25 out of 25, because I've had it there, it makes it super easy to do Chimeramon. Because that reflect just becomes as common as like the Goatmon stun, because it's a 4-second reset or cooldown. Now I'm not getting it to come back up. Oh, there it is. If we can keep it up, the Bakamons, each time they hit, they'll do like half their own HP and damage to themselves, which is pretty funny. Why is who weak? I can actually go back to DATS and show you how you can do that. I don't know who you talking about, Samuel. Who is weak? Why is he weak? Who you referring to as being weak? The Chimeramon? I'm just a super high level compared to the Chimeramon. Plus, his typing is data, and Gargoylemon is a virus type. which is on my Magnamon's line. So there's another armor evolution. And basically, his white statue skill summons a white angelic statue to attack target. Gargoylemon has a chance to reflect the damage from enemy attacks. So all attacks that they make against him, all the damage is reflected back on them. So they're just hurting themselves. And I think there's like 2 or 3 of the armor evolutions that have that same type of ability. But his seems to be the strongest just because its cooldown is 4 seconds. So I don't really know. I've never really done much research with all the armors. I mean, I did a lot of videos on them a long time ago, but other than that, I didn't really do much with anyone but Mandamon. Alright, so we'll jump to that real quick. I'll show you, Braymax, where you can do this stuff at. Then we're going to go back to File Island. It's actually not as simple as it sounds. There's also certain ways and events they'll release where you can get these skill codes. I don't even think they're in the shop right now. I don't think they're in the shop either. Would they be under Tamer? No, they'd be under Digimon. Probably what? Reinforce? Which just has that, etc. Yeah, I don't see anything in there. But basically we go down here to Nanomon. This item craft Nanomon down here. For armor evolutions, it's different. But you go to the skill code right here, the skill digicode. First you got to do a max level 15. Then you need to go for a level 20 and a level 25. Now the level 20s and 25s are hard because each one of these require 3 of the level 15s. Now these are 100% chance to succeed, the 20s and 25s. So you only need the 3 of those and the amount of digicores required for each one. And that's basically it. So plus the Terras. Don't forget the Terras too. So each one's going to have different like requirements obviously, but it's still going to be always 3 of the skill digicodes of level 15, which have a 30% chance to succeed, no matter what. And these are expensive as hell. Not gonna lie. So like so the armor digivolutions, they require the spirit skill digicode, alright? So this is where I went to get my level 15 right here. It cost me over 2.5 Terra each time, plus another 25 digicores just to make the one. So yeah. Fanglonmon, why is he weak? Well, first off, if you're like me and you're free to play and you don't have the 4 slot unlocked, he's weak to me. I can't use him. So there's that. The second thing is he's never been rebounced. The only rebounds he got was just like Omegamon. He got the skill things. So like you can upgrade your skills by 1 point each or whatever. But yeah, he's pretty much just only useful if you actually like want to use him in like a couple of the dungeons, I think, if I remember right. But I mean, it's just super expensive for him if you think about it, because you have to have the 4 slots open. And he's super weak compared to what he should be when he requires 4 Mons. That's what I'm getting at. So, he requires 4 Mons, but for 4 Mons, he's still super weak as an SS+. He's like another one of those Susannomon knockoffs that I keep talking about, where they need to make him stronger because of how much he requires. So that's what I'm referring to as him being weak. I know some people have used him for like Edge, because you can use him against the last boss in there, but in other words, I don't think he's useful anywhere else, to be honest. And yeah, I know he has an Era of Effect skill, but I mean, it's not worth it to somebody who's free to play and only has like the 3 slots. So there's that. So he has 2 very big weaknesses right there. He requires the 4 slot to be unlocked, and he's only an SS plus when he requires 4 Digimon to form him. So it's kind of redonkulous. It's not his fault either. It's the game's fault. So, I mean, it's the developer's fault, if you get my drift there. That's why I say he's weak. And it's not his fault for being weak, because he is the Sovereign. He's supposed to be like a Digimon god, but he's not. Not even that strong. They shafted him like they shafted Omegamon after they did the rebounds for like AO and all that stuff. And then they did the rebounds for the X-Mons and all that stuff, and they still haven't touched Omegamon or him, so... Yeah, no problem, Braymax, but that's basically where you can get the skill codes at. The Spirit code is the one for the Armor Digivolves, and there's the DMO wiki actually lists each for each respective one which code you have to use, if I recall. Just click on skill code or digicodes and stuff like that, and it should tell you exactly which ones you need for which mons. So just don't go blindly in there and start buying ones you think are going to work, because you actually have to buy like the Rookie through Mega X for the X-Mons, and you have to buy the Rookie through Mega for the regular Rookie through Mega evolution, so there is differences there. So keep that in mind. I just find it funny that people actually try for those things. I mean, they're only decent for the 2 weeks that, or so long, or whatever. I think it's like 2 months they do now for like their double stats. However long their double stats are, that's basically how useful they are for everything. So, I mean, it's their money, so let them throw it at it, I guess. I mean, all MMOs are that way now, so pretty much, in certain respects. So it's whatever. What's up, Crispy Curly? Alright, so we need to go to channel 0. 11 minutes. Levins, you're going to have to do the subquests. All the subquests are the main quest there. So if you see a green like explanation point, there was the first quest to take is on the outside as you enter, and then once you enter, there's a person on the left-hand side, I think, that has the first quest for you. It's green, a green explanation point. Basically, it comes up as a subquest, but that's the main quest line. Like, there is no main quest until you actually get to where you talk to Wargreymon X in there. That's when the first main quests start popping up. But you gotta do all the subquests and the main quests. Yeah, Tanamon's spawning soon. Hi, Belle. Been having pretty good luck for him standing over here. That test from Hackmon 3 for Genku. Yeah, I'm at whatever one that requires me to go into the Labyrinth or whatever. Basically, you either have to buy it from the cash shop or buy it from somebody who actually puts cash into the game. I did the latter one, obviously. Well, actually, I put stickers in the... I really don't know how to explain this the best way, but on Steam, the older MMOs that I've played on it, I've like played them for so long, and back in the day, we had all these stickers and stuff you could collect from games. This game is not one of them, unfortunately. I mean, it has some stuff showing up there, but they haven't actually activated their shop. Once you like reached certain achievements in the game, it actually gave you achievement stickers on Steam, and you could turn those into a to cash by literally just like selling them in an auction to other players that don't want to have to like farm them in game. They just want to have those items and show that they've actually done something or got the achievement or whatever, even though they haven't done it. And there's people that are actually buying those stickers and stuff in the Steam shop. So I made like $7 and some change by selling a bunch of Terra stickers and stuff, and I just used that to get me some more inventory space and all that stuff. But I ain't gonna do it again because I've got a crap ton of stickers left, and I just really don't want to sell them for this game, to be honest. I don't know, Zoro. I haven't even tried the Labyrinth yet. I might actually try it after we do the Tanamon and other dailies today. Yeah, I don't even know if Magna's rider is in the Colo, but I mean, I'm just not interested in Colo until I can actually support people. Do you have a Digimon that's level 99 out when you're there? Because you have to have a level 99 Digimon in order for the quest to appear. The first one will only appear when you have a 99 Digimon. And the ones inside, I believe, only appear when you have a 99 Digimon. So keep that in mind too, Levins. I had to keep swapping to my higher level Digi in order to get the quest to pop up. I finally just got my Gabumon up to 120 and then went back there and finally finished up the lines. Yeah, exactly, Bill. Last time it... Did you already do the first part quest then? You sure you haven't done like all the quest line except for the royal base or whatever? I don't know how to help you. I mean, if you don't see a quest like green quests popping up there, I don't know how to help you. Yeah, did you get a Digivice quest? And did you check your list to make sure it didn't accidentally like uncheck one of the quest lines for in there? Because you might have taken it and it's just not showing up because you've taken the quest, but you've hidden it, or the game has hidden it from you. I've had that happen several times. I've gotten quests in my list here, which the game will just somehow just like uncheck. I don't understand why it does that, but it does that sometimes. Nice. I don't think she's slow. She's actually like Beelzemon, if I remember right. She was one of the best for carding back in the day, so. So we got 6 minutes left. Have you brought up the map to see if there's anything that shows? Oh, maybe you're at the point where you have to go into the other area. You remember that place where the War Greymon X is, and you talk to him, and he'll send you to the other area with the Andromons and stuff? Check that area and see if there's quests there. Maybe you've made it up to that far, and you just you need to go in there. I can't remember what that little area is called. It's where the Andromon, the Blossomon, and the there's a third mon in there. The hidden base or whatever it is. Did they dumb her down then? That's kind of weird. So they up her attack speed then to make her useless now? I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the first quest is right out there where you go in the entrance from the train station. Right at the train station. That's where the first quest should be at. And it just requires a level 99 Digimon, so I don't know. I don't know why you're not having any quests pop up there. Are you a jump tamer? Yeah, like the Doraemon outside of the entrance, the train station. He's the one that gives you the first quest. You have to talk to him first. Like, he doesn't show a quest above him at all. Like, you have to just talk to him, and he'll have a quest line inside. Wargreymon X quests are unlocked once you meet him for the first time after you've done Mary's quests. She has a bunch of quests for you to do inside there first, so... It's going to be kind of hard to do that stuff without the Zyvice. That's the one way you get the permanent Zyvice, is by doing the subquest line. Yeah, I was going to say, I did it live. I did my Verdandi quest line live. I started Verdandi quest line live. If you can find that live stream, it'll give you a rough idea of where the quest should pop up at. Like, it's just a subquest, that's all it is. It's not like main quest, it'll be blue or green or whatever. It shouldn't be blue though. Blue's ones you've already done, which were green before. But the subquests are basically the main ones for out there. Alright, now I gotta pay attention to the chat over here so I can find out where the Tanamon is. Should be coming up anytime. Man, people are so impatient. Well, there's Chaosmon. Desolate Trail. Oh man, he's way over on the other side of the map. Good lord. Everybody that's using skills is what's causing all this. This is almost unplayable today. See if I can't walk away and then come back. Maybe it'll kick me off. I can't do anything. It's not letting me do anything. Click. Even with simplification, it's not gonna work. You guys are just gonna tell me things I already know, but I can't do nothing if it's not, the game's not responding. You don't understand. Yeah, I missed it. Oh well, I'll just have to catch it when I'm not streaming. I mean, it's no big deal, it's whatever. It wasn't this bad yesterday for me. I mean, as long as I'm not streaming, I can hit it, so. It's just too busy. Dude, stop telling me what I need to do. I just simplified every fucking thing in the game, alright? Jesus Christ. All you gotta do is click this right here, alright? And it simplifies every fucking thing. Just like you would normally go through your options and do it. I get tired of people telling me to simplify things. I know how to play the game. I've played this game for almost 10 years. And the game still is shit. And it's all their fault because they won't update it to where we actually can use the 20 series graphics cards. If they did, I could actually do everything without having to simplify. And even with simplification on, it still don't work. So I just proved that point right there. I had everything simplified. There's just too many people in a channel. This game is not set up to where everybody can jump to one channel and it'll be okay. You don't understand. It's not just the simplification that's required. It's because of the fact that their channel is so freaking stuffed full of players that it can't handle it. It lags everything out. And when everybody's doing skills, even with the skill animation turned off and simplified, it does not help. Because there's too many people in that channel. I don't think you realize how servers and connections and all that work together. I mean, even with the best internet speed in the world like I have, I still can't do anything whenever there's that many people in one channel. It just lags the entire game out and makes the game unplayable. That's why I hate the events that they host where you have a raid to do. I did this yesterday twice, and I didn't have any problems at all. But when I go to stream, I'm going to have problems just because of the fact that my graphics cards are being used for the stream. The CPU is the only thing I can run the game off of. And I can't help it. I have like the best CPU in the world, and it's still not going to help. Because of their game having efficiencies that are not being met in the channels. Yeah, I mean, the idiots in the chat are the ones that are pissing me off. They're just a bunch of idiots. I'm just going to go ahead and just time them out. Just hide them out. Because, I mean, if you're going to be that, like, mean to me, then I just... Yeah, there. You see, I just got kicked off the game. I was waiting for that to happen. Because the game wasn't responding. You don't understand. Like, as soon as I, like, jump to a channel that's, like, that busy, I'm not going to be able to do anything. It's nothing to do with simplification and all that stuff. Like you idiots seem to think you know like everything in the world how to run a PC. You don't. I've worked with PCs all my life, and it's not that. It's the game. The game just is not made to be like played with that many people in one channel. That's the problem with the game in the raids like that, the events like that. So telling me to simplify something is not going to help at all. I mean, I could simplify everything in the game, and I'm still going to have the same issue. I don't think you actually understand what is at issue. Is that it's the game that's at issue, not it. Not what I'm doing. Yeah, exactly. This channel was the first after the reset. I mean, I usually don't go to the one right after the reset anyway, just because of the fact that I know I'm going to have nothing but problems because everybody and their mother is going to be there. So I'll just catch the next one at like 12 o'clock. It's no big deal. I mean, that's what I've had to do before too, so. I caught one after the other yesterday though, no problems. I did DC on the second one, which is to be expected because it was the first one after the reset. But I got right back on and was able to hit it again. I mean, the only reason I'm having issues is because it's their game. It's their game that's having issues. It's not me that's having issues. If I was on Terra right now, and I went to raids, you guys would be like astounded at how smooth it runs with how many players are on there. And that's because the game is actually running off my graphics card. It's not capped at 60 frames per second because it's actually running off the graphics cards. So I can hit like 2,000, 3,000 frames per second and not have any issues at all with everything on. So you can't tell me it's my simplification that I need to do. It's not the simplification that's the problem. It's the problem is the game has not been updated to support new graphics cards and new CPUs. And that's not my problem. That's theirs. So it just irritates me when people start telling you to like do things that you even do. Like down here, you click simplify on that. It simplifies everything for you automatically. Everything. Everything you guys were trying to tell me to do. It does that. And that didn't even help. It's because there's so many players in one channel. And we're on a cloud server now with this game. So this game is really broken in that respect. Hey, Omega. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to be streaming very much anymore, too. Is just because the fact that, not just because I'm going to be starting going back to work next week, but I just get tired of people telling me how I need to play the game and how I need to play my games. So, I mean, you guys can sing to me till the cows come home about how to play games, but it's not going to help me any, because obviously I do know what I'm doing. There's nothing I can do if they won't update their, like, channels and the game itself to where I can actually play it at the best that it can be played at, because they just want to leave it back to, like, the 10 series graphics cards. That's the best they can do. There's not much I can do. My hands are tied with that. Yeah, exactly. It's not optimized at all. It hasn't been optimized in like 5 years. Like the 10 series graphics card drivers is like the best they got. So, like my 1070 Ti would run this game like it was nothing right now. But I don't have it anymore. So, I mean, I upgraded. Yeah, thank God for that. Because I've been really bored doing all this all the time. This is supposed to be a hobby. Good morning, Cosmic Joker. Yeah, I mean, just a lot of people just got on my chat and were pissing me off because they were telling me to, like, simplify it. I did. I clicked the simplification button for everything. When you're at a raid and there's too many people in the channel, there's just too many people in the channel. So the game froze up, and then I couldn't do nothing until after the raid was over. Like, I already figured or assumed that the raid was going to be bad, because it's the first one after the reset, so everybody and their mother's going to show up to that one. Alright, let's get over to... Where do I need to go? So I need to do that one. Wait, did I not do the food one? Okay, one of these is not showing up. These two. See, I hate it. Whenever it does that, the game freezes up. It'll take some of my quests off. Okay, there they are. So that's oil refinery, and the other one is so we got oil refinery, and then I guess the Patamon area and western area. I don't know. I've been having problems like trying to farm Patamon eggs. I just need Patamon, Gomamon, Vikemon line, and Salamon, Gatomon line, and then I've got that that deck buff done. So yeah, exactly. And everybody's like blaming me because of not being simplified when I was simplified, and I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Even with simplification on, I know I'm gonna crash. The game's gonna crash because, I mean, it's not running off graphics cards. Even with my CPU, it's not really running off my CPU right now either, because my CPU is too new to run it. Like, everything on my PC that I built is too new to run this game, because they haven't updated the game's optimization. Okay. There, how about that? I mean, I'm just going to start deleting people. Look, I don't need any negativity in my chat. I'm trying to stay positive with this game right now, and it's really hard with you people like constantly coming in here and just like doing that stuff. I can't help it, my moderators aren't doing anything for me, so it's another reason why I just don't like live streaming no more. Oh, does it start at Samson? And it goes to Doraemon? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I always assumed to go to Samson first anyway, and then, you know, go from there. Because if you can't find a quest, usually that's the first place you want to go is Samson. So let's just say that from now on. See, I couldn't remember him giving me a quest for that, so... Where's Toy Agumon at? There's Toy Agumons in here, too. I think it was over here. In the corner. Yeah, so here's the Toy Agumons. I was getting seals from them yesterday. I didn't realize that they actually had them here to where we could farm them. Isn't that funny? I have a mod that's supposed to be on here, like, all the time, but it's not working. Like, I'm talking about my bot mod. I'm not talking about you, Omega. I haven't gotten any help from, like, Stream Elements for, like, switching to YouTube. Like, as soon as I abandoned Twitch, they were, like, done with me. It seems like. I guess they're more worried about trying to help Twitch survive right now than, trying to help, anybody on YouTube, it seems like. Oh my god. What's that? And the server they run the game with are bad. Oh yeah, they use cloud servers that are free. Kind of like what hospitals use. It's the government like cloud servers, which the businesses don't have to pay for. And the bad thing is, I mean, they get free cleanup and all that stuff on them. When they do like updates and stuff, they can have free cleanups on them. But they're run so cheaply, the optimization for them is terrible. I remember playing Battle Pirates when it first came out. It was a Flash Player game, okay? When they switched from Flash Player to the cloud to try to save on cost, and then they started doing like money grab things, that's when people just dropped off the radar for the game entirely, because the game's optimization level dropped so much you couldn't even like... There was no instance in battles where you did not have lag or gameplay at all. And they didn't realize that that was the majority of the reason why even their money... the people that were throwing money at the game, the whales is what we called them, instantly left. Just because they weren't optimized, the game was not optimized to the highest level it could be at. And it was just because they were paying for cheap services. Even with all the extra money they were making off people, so... I mean, there's some things I could say about what you just said, Bill. But I'm trying to be positive for the game right now. It's really hard, though. Yeah, at least the community will know now. I guess the first thing will be from for the quest line for that. But when in doubt, if you can't find a quest in a certain area, go to Samson and talk to him first. Yeah, I don't know if you use Stream Elements or not. I've been having nothing but issues with trying to get it to work on YouTube. They obviously are, they're really decent. I mean, they even make like free merchandise and stuff that people can buy from you. Well, it's not really free. I mean, it's going to cost people, but you get a percentage of it for yourself. Like, they're starting some pretty serious things on Stream Elements, which is pretty cool. And I wanted to like try to support them, but I just can't get their stuff to work like they say it should on here. Am I just picking up a whole bunch of these? I am. So now I got 4 out of 5 Elecmons to use on my 5/5 Elecmon for Transcendence food, I suppose. How many 4/5s would it take to actually transcend a Mon with mid-class Transcendence? Oh, you're talking about oil refinery? Yeah, it's just to be a good place to go to level on the Dexter Greymons. Yeah, kind of, sort of, Omega. I mean, at least you can get all the Mons. That's about the only positive from the 100 Digiday thing, really, that I can for sure say. But other than that, you're basically just guaranteed a 3/5. Is about all we can say, really, for that. But, I mean, at least they're giving us a chance at, like, getting the eggs that are normally locked behind the cash shop. That's about the only super, like, positive thing from the 100 Digi-Egg thing. Because not everybody's going to have, like, super efficient luck like they're hoping to get so many 5/5s out of there. I mean, some people do have really good luck and get a lot of 5/5s out of there, especially on Mons that they're wanting. But the biggest positive thing with this now is the fact that we have the ability to get the hatchback up level 5 so easily by doing the new crack at Digimon, which I'm still really upset with, because backup discs, unless they're going to keep doing like events like every single like month when they update their events where they have box drops for like a probability of chance of getting the backup disc. Backup disc is going to be very, very scarce in the game, and that is not a good thing, especially since we can farm digiclones like super easily. So now there's the paywall for like backup disc pretty much. And it's not, I'm not talking about cash shop paywall, I'm talking about paywall for colo, because I've never seen it to where people like sold colo service. That is something that needs to get like taken out. Yeah, but that's a problem. You got to put yourself in my shoes. I'm free to play, officially like free to play. I'm not going to be able to like get all the stuff that I've gotten from like people as gifts, right? So like I got all this expensive like accessory stuff, and all that stuff. They're not going to have that. They're not going to be able to do it. They're going to have somebody carry them through, and that's not what you want in your MMO game. You don't want people to be like used to being carried through things. That's not part of the gameplay. Yeah, but that's hard though. You see, it's gonna take some work to get that unlocked too, and not everybody wants to do that. I get that. I mean, I'm gonna do it regardless, but I mean, still, only like a chance at like 3 backups per day, like maybe twice. I think it's like 2 or 3 runs. I think Russ said it was 3 runs. You get 3 tickets each day for hard, and so you have 3 chances at getting like 3 backups from a box of like 10 or 12 items. So it's super rare of a drop, which is like the other ones that we have left with the backups in them. It's super rare. Crack a Devimon used to be really, really common because you could just, the instance dungeons, you could just run right through them, gather like 100 to 200 boxes, and then constantly open them, and you'd probably come out with like 25 to 50 backups in a day. And I don't know why they changed that, because like a lot of MMOs still keep a system like that in play with items that you need, that are necessity to like certain things, and cloning is a necessity for a lot of players in the game. It's why I can't afford 2 Terracola service. I remember when Colo was actually soloable up to level 20 and it paid out pretty decently on the coins. They jacked it up whenever they changed it the way it is now. And honestly, Colo is just not the most efficient way to get those things, because you still have to wait for like 7 days. And not to mention, if you're free to play, you're going to have to pay somebody else to help carry you through it. So, I mean, regardless. It's not the most efficient way. Backups from Gizamon AT. Oh, the monster cards? You're talking about the monster card, the Gizamon ATs from the Megadramons? I remember those, but they're still not that... They're not really a good drop, though. Those boss cards, the old boss cards. I know people have forgotten about those, yeah. That used to be one of my favorite things to farm. But the thing is, they should just put them back in monster cards. Because backups are just like clones. They are very, very needed. And you can't just, like, make them that hard to get. They need to be more common in the game, like they used to be. Because if not, then you're just pushing away, like, new players. Some people just don't get that. I get that, because they actually do put some money in the game, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got players that are just starting out, and they're going to be stopped at, like, clone level 4 or 5. Because it takes that many backups just to get through to, like, a couple of levels on a clone for one Digimon. And you got to keep in mind, it also costs Terras to clone now, too. It costs me over 40 Terras just to get the level 7 clone I have on my Gabumon, which is redonkulous. Yeah, I'm surprised I actually left that boss card in. Most of the other boss cards they took out of the game. Or just really, really lowered the drop chance from the monster cards for him. At least they're still, like, guaranteed to drop, like, the Digicore eggs when you kill them. That's about the only thing you're guaranteed to drop from them, though. Hey, Theory. Maybe stalling. Hide valuable items behind things you have to wait on for a while. Yeah, I mean, well, the problem is, I mean... In total, all the backup discs I got from, like, the starter package was, I think, 50. So I think 50 backups is all they give you to start the game out with. Others I got as gifts from other people, which not everybody's going to get. These events, right now, they're the only things I'm actually getting the backup disc from. Because the only two dungeon options I really have to farm for them are Datamon Normal, which is probably going to get revamped next. I'm just saying, it's probably going to get revamped next. But its drop rate is so low, it's just as low as the Green Zone dungeon. So backup discs is where the main issue that I'm seeing right now for, like, a lot of players is going to be. Just because, like the free-to-play aspect of the game is just, like, not even looked after at all. But you're going to advertise the game as free-to-play, then it needs to be, like, doable as free-to-play. I don't see how they can get away with that. But, I mean, it's their game, so they're going to do whatever they want. Yeah. Yeah, this really decreased the drop rate on it. I noticed that myself. Whenever that was the first revamp they did the monster cards. I noticed that boss card, like, got a really, really low drop rate. I noticed if you take a low-level Digimon, like a level 1 Digimon out there, and leveled it on the Megadramons, you actually have a higher chance of getting them to drop. So you can get, like, maybe 30 of those boss cards before they reach too high of a level to, like, get the drops anymore. But that was over a year ago. I don't even know if they've, like, rebounced that even still again. So there is that on the Megadramons for that boss card. Yeah, it used to be one of my favorite spots was to farm that for the boss cards that they dropped, and then I'd sell them in a shop with other monster cards and stuff. I can't even bring myself to flip markets here. I am just that, like, burnt out with doing that stuff because I've done all that stuff before, and it's burnt me out. Okay, I think I'm done enough here. I've already got all the stuff here. Yeah. What's that area called? try the farm area, see if there's anybody on the Gatomons. I was having problems with the Gatomon area once before. Do some returns. Just data eggs. That's the data. Yeah, I basically broke the bank on skill codes, so it's gonna be a while before I can actually clone anything again for a while. That's not the ones. I actually can't wait till those things are timed out. See, I don't have a storage out here, do I? Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Nope, we don't have a storage out here. So I got an hour and a half before the raid respawns again. So yeah, all I gotta say is you guys just have to enjoy these streams whenever I do them, because I'm not gonna be doing them as often starting after this weekend. So, but it'll probably be on my Friday nights and Saturday mornings if I do any streams that are live. I'll try to give you guys a heads up before I have them posted up. No guarantees though. So I'll be back to doing just videos again probably for a while. Can't help it, I gotta make money somewhere. And I'm just happy that they're starting to open things back up out here. We've had so many places closed down for so long out here. It really hurts the economy. Your local economy. hate it when you can't type that much. I mean, I had to do all the sub-quests. I don't understand. I mean, I know main quests pop up after so much, like the purple like explanation points, but if you don't do the sub-quest, you're going to miss like a lot of the areas. And I know that I had to keep doing the sub-quest line out there in Verdandi to unlock the main quest out there. Which to me, it seems like the sub-quest line is the main quest line, so that's why I just did everything out there. It's not that hard, really. The hardest part is probably the doing the multiples of the raids. But certain ones you're going to have to do the sub-quest for anyway. A Black Gatomon and a Salamon. Why does it seem like Black Gatomon's like easier to get? So I think I've gotten it most of the time I've been out here. Patamon's just been hard because most of the time there's players already farming it. I think that's for their seals. I've already got Piomon 4-5 hatched. She's the one I use to like unlock most of the maps and stuff. Yeah, Lemons, you gotta do all the you gotta do the Kunamons to get the Kuwagamons to spawn and vice and all that. So yeah, it's a long quest. Now I got 2 Black Gatomon eggs. 3 Black Gatomon eggs. It's ridiculous. Salamon eggs are that hard to get? I didn't know that Black Gatomon was that common. That's crazy. Alright, so I guess I'll try to do that 1 egg I got. It's probably not going to be enough. I might just have to wait and get their eggs to the 100 Digi-Egg days thing. So right now, I'm just really lucky there's nobody out here, because usually I'm having to like just go somewhere else because the Gatomons out here are full of people farming them. Or like Patamon. Patamon's always full too. And I think it's just people trying to farm the seals. I mean, they're definitely not botting them. It's just normal players out there grinding out for like seals or something. Another Black Gatomon. Yeah, they're in Western Area East or something like that. Just every single time I go there, there's lots of people in both channels like already farming them. I think it's for the seals though, so I can't blame them. I mean, everybody wants those seals and stuff unlocked. Monster card level 3. So I got 1 Salamon egg out of all that. It takes 8 datas. Wow. I don't know if it's a loot box. I think it was just locked in the cash shop and locked in the for an event. It was for an event in the Labyrinth, wasn't it? Wasn't it like a drop in the event for the Labyrinth area on the 4th room or something like that? Like the Paladin mode Jogris. Like those rings are supposed to have like a rare chance to drop in there, but I don't think they're even in there anymore. Oh yeah. That's just something you're gonna have to get used to. It's not like they're gonna do anything about it. Carnage. Just do like me. Find an area there's a bunch of bots in or people stealing stuff. Well, go do something else. And then after you got all your login rewards, just get off the game. I mean, there's not much you can do, right? Can't compete with the bots. I mean, you could put in the effort to like steal from them or whatever, but that's about it. Steal kills from them with your Beelzemon. If you can't beat them, join them. Yeah, if I have to start doing that, I'm just not even gonna play no more. Just to be honest. I mean, I play games to actually like try to have fun by playing them. I'm actually thinking about going back to Terra. I noticed that they are not actually deleting the game. They're just going to delete the old servers. They're actually transferring themselves over to a new company. So I'm going to go check them out and see what this new company is going to do with them. Because Terra's Blue Hole Entertainment Company went bankrupt this year from all the lawsuits they had on their loot box stuff. So from I think the past couple of years, because they've been starting to get away from like the probability items altogether. So I might actually go back to them. Check them out for gameplay wise, because I have a lot of in-game content on there. More of those. Okay, so all I have left to do is the Tanamon raid today, which is another hour and so many minutes away. Yeah, exactly. I agree with I agree with Zoro on that. If I'm gonna have to like use a bot program just to play the game, then I'm not even gonna bother playing it. I'm one of those people that's old-fashioned, I guess. If I'm gonna play a game, I'm gonna play it to try to have fun. Just do the work myself, do the grinding myself. It's just like work, I know, but still. I mean, you got to put in some work and effort, and then it's completionism. It's basically what it is. Just you're doing it to complete something or get something, some sort of satisfaction at the end of like doing something. And it's not supposed to be like real life where it's going to cost you a arm and a leg. That's not gaming. That's just like retail. So I got Black Godomon egg in here somewhere. Some of these are probably going to get scanned, I'm just saying, into digicores and datas. Yeah, all I can say is good luck, Carnage. You'll just have to be lucky enough to find that area and not being botted at the time. Botted at the time, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I have that hope. I cling on to that hope for like years now, as well, Bell. But I don't know. I mean, ever since they deleted like their community page, I've lost all hope, because there's no way for them to actually communicate with us here in the States and in other countries now. Like their community forum is just completely gone. The only one they have for you to like voice your thoughts and ideas and all that stuff, or just how you feel about the game in general, is just Steam, and Steam's not attached to them at all. So they just copy and paste the update and all that stuff on the Steam forums, and that's it. They don't even read anything there really. And then of course you've got the Facebook page, I guess, but I don't even really look at that anymore. If only it used to work like that too. Joymax would actually like reward people for like finding bots and recording them and then turning them in. Used to be a thing. I miss the actual Joymax days of their swift justice on stuff like that. I do miss that stuff. That's a long time ago though. We won't ever see anything like that again. I guess I don't have any Black Gatomons in here. Thought I did. No, I guess I didn't. I do now. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Or you can just do chargebacks whenever they ban your account, or just refuse to fix a bug on your account. It's basically what I did. I got all my money from 7 years of spending on it back. Bank gets to keep half of it, but I mean, that's just fair, to be honest, because at least you can get your money back. These gaming companies are starting to realize that they're messing up big time, because if they screw over their player base, the player base can actually, as long as they have player base, or the player that they did that to is smart enough to keep all the receipts, and then shows that they can't log in or get to the items that they actually purchased with real money, they can actually charge back the money that was spent, because they're not able to actually use the items that they purchased. See, the banks here treat gaming companies like retail. If you no longer can use the item, with the exception of food, obviously, so if you can no longer use the item, and it doesn't have a life expectancy on it, it's not food, so it won't go bad, and you can't use it anymore, or you can't get to it anymore, and you actually spent real money on it, you can actually get your money refunded back to you. It's called a chargeback, and it's not illegal. So, I mean, the sooner these game companies realize that what they are doing, it's their own fault whenever they do stuff like this, and then people decide they want to get their money back because they can't use it, they will get their money back. Monster Card 3, I don't have one in there. Seriously? That's another thing I wish they'd do. I wish they'd fix it to where we could just right-click on it when we have the storage open and then just put it right where it needs to go. Okay, let's pull out this data. We'll try to hatch this one egg I got. I really don't have enough aqua data to even try. Come on. Yeah, I mean, you're right. We need a lot of things to happen in this game, but real change isn't going to come to it as long as not everybody's on the same page. And the sad thing is about gaming and the gaming communities nowadays is just throw money at it. That'll fix it. It's sad to see that. They just give up on trying to fight it. And so, sad. It's whatever. I didn't throw away those toy Omegamon seals, did I? Oh, there he is. Okay, two other things actually to throw in here, and that's those stupid, these. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Dex. It doesn't do any good to tell people not to spend money, because if they're going to spend money, it's their money, and they're going to spend it, so... That's why boycotting just never works. Because you try to get change by boycotting something, and there's like 90% of the people there aren't going to listen. They just go off and do their own thing. That's why unions don't work. Push, please. Nope, it broke. My best bet's probably going to be just to wait until these eggs are released in the event. Because I just don't have the datas for this one. I guess I can go farm some aqua datas real quick at Betamon. See, where are the eggs for this? That's Betasmon's. This is Gomamon, right? Yep. So let's go there. Gotta wait for the raid to pop back up anyway. Yeah, there's also that too. B-Wing Tang is right in saying that too. Boycotting it might just force them to make it to where there's subscription based. So instead of being a free-to-play game anymore, it'll be subscription based, which they've basically already got a subscription based thing going called the Masters membership. And if they do that, you're going to lose about 20% of your player base, because I'm pretty sure that 20% of it is at least not wanting subscription or against subscription-based games. I know I am. I honestly rather see them like revamp this game, launch it as like World of Warcraft style, as an actual full game on a disc. You just download it and you can log in and play on it. So like you pay a full price of like $70 for it, and then revamp all the new maps they've got, launch them as expansions, So I just don't understand how people don't understand how that actually is the one way that these gaming companies made billions of dollars. And now all of a sudden, they're making trillions of dollars because people are actually dumb enough to spend more on subscriptions when you've already paid for the game. You've already paid for the game. And you're just helping them, like, make more money for their executives is all you're doing. That's literally all you're doing. I just don't get how people don't understand that. So if we went back to the old style of expansion-based payments for games like this, or just like paying for the actual game and then having to pay for expansions, I don't see why game companies can't do that anymore. They just don't want to. It's because they want to make as much money as possible. And then once the game starts doing really bad, they'll either sell it to another company or they'll just close up shop and take all the money that they can get out of what's left. And that's just business. That's not gaming. Gaming is pretty much dead and gone now. Old gaming. With the exception of like Nintendo. Nintendo still kind of does the same old style, except their expansions are now DLCs, which I can actually support. I'll support that, because it's basically the old style of how gaming was back in the day, so I will definitely support that. Am I actually going to get any like data eggs from these guys? Unions, you have like a 50-50 chance of them actually being successful, but most of the time, unions are just for the union. They're not for everybody else that doesn't like unions. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I support unions. Okay, I do. Just where I work in my state, unions are actually illegal. Missouri has a law against unions, and you have to sign a paper with every company you work for here in the state, stating that you will not form or join a union because it's illegal. I think it's stupid, because unions do actually get some things done, like making like safety features for like certain companies and stuff like that. They do get that stuff done, so I get where you're coming from, Bill. But the other 50% of a union is basically just fighting for the union itself. Right now, the only way I could see that actually working is because the unions need to fight for themselves in order to like survive now, because most of the states are trying to make them illegal. And when that happens, we're actually gonna like be slaves to the companies that we work for, to be honest, which is sad. Well, you see the problem with that, Hirui fan, it's gambling. Gambling is illegal, okay? Now, I know this is going to probably hurt your feelings and stuff, and I really don't care, to be honest. Gambling has no business being in a game for anyone under the age of 21, okay? EA Sports is finding that out the hard way now, because a lot of foreign countries are actually suing them and actually have won their lawsuits already. But, I mean, games like this that do that, they need to get away from that kind of stuff. Because here's what's going to happen. I don't know if you know this is happening right now, but there are a lot of game companies that are doing the same type of system with probability in the game, in the cash shops of the game, for items that are basically necessary to, like, complete in-game, or just, like, your favorite mods. And people that are under the age of 21 are not capable of thinking the way of an adult. So what happens when they get a hold of, they decide that, well, I see that I need real money, but they don't understand the importance of how a credit card or a debit card and all that works. They don't understand how money actually works, because nobody is trained about money or taught about money in school. They're taught math and science, and they have history slammed into their head. That's about it. That's the majority of American education right there. Okay? So they have no idea, like real legitimate idea, of what consequence comes from using their mom or dad's credit card or debit card. They don't even understand that there is a limit on how much that they can actually spend because of how much their parents actually have available. And that is one of the reasons why EA Sports is actually in court right now, because of that same system. They actually launched a campaign geared towards kids in a magazine, telling them how to use a debit or credit card, and this is for a 3+ magazine, okay? Telling them how to use a credit and a debit card, and that's how you get the rare items from their boxes, is just by random chance, but you have to spend a lot of money. And that's not right. It's illegal, okay? They did pull the ad out, but they had to end up paying like $8 billion to the magazine company so they could redo their magazine. They should have gotten worse than that, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I could see them actually heading towards subscription-based, and when they do that, that's when I'm done completely, forever. Because they basically have already started that with this right here, the membership. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, and I enjoy Switzerland's law against that too. That's what all countries need. I mean, if they want to keep these loot boxes, that's fine. The probability boxes, because us adults understand that you're not going to get a 100% chance at that item. And 1% seems like a really high chance to a kid. But they don't understand how, like, statistics and stuff works. So that's why I think it's bad for games like this one. Oh, well, either way, it's not good for the game. It's just not good. They've already got enough probability things. Now, what they could do is do what they used to do. So, like with the Gehenna, that Lusamon Satan mode used to be an in-game mon. So, the only way you could get Gehenna was whenever they launch it in the cash shop for a high price. I think it was like 200. I think it was 240 crowns. Apo Burst Mode was one of the most expensive ones when it came out, too. And they'd lock it behind the cash shop, and only during events, certain events, would they launch the ability for you to buy it. I think they should do it that way for, like, normal items. For, like, these X-Mons or something like that, you know? Launch an event that lasts, like, a week or two, and if you didn't have the money saved up, well, you're just SOL, right? That's just as bad as a loot box, but they could still sell it as a high-priced item in the cash shop and still make loads of money. They don't have to do the probability boxes to do that. They used to also do things where they'd lock it behind where you had to spend the most digicores or most of certain items in the game to get the item as well, which could cost you real money, or it could cost you in-game currency, or it could cost you in-game time. There's so many different possibilities that they could do to make those items super hard to get. Gambling is not one of them, though. Gaming is not gambling. It's not gambling. Gambling is completely different from gaming. Gambling, there's a lot of people that do not have luck, and that's why gambling is bad. It's addictive. It's more addictive than gaming. That is just a common fact. If you've ever taken any college psychology classes, you would know how big a difference there is between gaming and gambling. And probability with the loot boxes, that's gambling. And it is very, very addictive. And it's very, very bad. Not just for, like, the economy, but for people's livelihoods and for gaming. Games used to have, like, E for everyone ratings, you know? And all those games that used to have those E for everyone ratings are now becoming like the biggest like gambling pots in the world. And it's really sad to see that. There's a lot of games I used to play on like console that I just don't play no more because they're doing these gambling things. And that's why I told my brother I'm not buying another console like ever again. I'll stay with Nintendo. But everything else is just basically I just can't do it. Because I'm not a gambler. I honestly don't agree with pity systems either. It's still just like it's still forcing you to like have to like purchase like so many of the items in order to try to get one of the rare ones. And even then, when you try to go turn around and try to sell that in like the in-game market, that in-game market price is not actually reflective of how much you've actually spent. So like, say I spent $100 to buy 10 boxes, okay? I get one of the AOX beta items or something like that. I turn around and try to sell that for 1,000 K Terra. It's not as much as it it actually is worth in the money-wise. It's really not. Because you literally just wasted $100 to get an item that you probably didn't need or whatever. Let's say that you already had the AOX and you just got that when you're trying for the OX or something like that. Now I'm killing the Betamon so I can try to get like, I think the data eggs drop from these guys. I have no idea. Let's see if I've gotten any. I got 3. Is it that rare? I guess it is. Yeah, I see Aqua Data eggs. This is probably not the best place to farm them, but I'm gonna have to be here anyway, so that's why I'm doing it, Draxy. Just killing time until the next like Tanamon raid. Oh, is it? Oh, there's people that have spent more than $2,000. There's some that have spent $20,000 on this game and still not got it. Or eventually got it. South Korean gaming companies are not known for like giving a pity system. Chinese gaming companies are not known for giving a pity system. Anyone on that side of like the globe does not believe in pity systems. They're communist nations. Or socialist nations with a democracy. That's a whole other can of worms altogether, but still. I mean, those kind of companies don't believe in that kind of stuff. It'd probably do better for like $1 a box if they wanted to keep their percentages the way they are. That way when somebody spends like $50, they're getting 50 boxes. It'd make it a little bit better. Gambling percentage-wise and statistic-wise, but still, it's not good at all for like a game that allows kids to play it, or teenagers, I should say, I guess, because this game is rated for 13 on up. But I see that getting changed eventually, because I know EA Sports is losing their lawsuits, and they're going to start looking into games like this one that have these probability item systems inside the game itself, and once they find out that they've been geared towards kids for so long, they will also have to pay consequences. It's sad, but it's true. I mean, it's happening worldwide now, thanks to EA Sports. EA Sports is one of the worst companies in the world, and they have been keeping that, like, that moniker on their company for years. So, I mean, if anything, I guess we should be thanking their company for this stuff that's going on right now in the courts. But again, that's probably going to be pushed back a little bit because now we got a lot of things going on with Google, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, everything's controlled by their government. Nintendo's Japanese. The Japanese have a better democracy system set up. And they actually did something I actually kind of disagree with, but kind of agree with at the same time. Remember when the 3DSs had the Katsukeri capture cards so we could hook them up to our Elgatos and stuff, and we could play the games, or stream our games, like our Pokemon games and stuff like that from the 3DS online? Their government actually made a law where people could not put a capture card on a 3DS without breaking the law. So it kind of made it hard for them to do that. So they eventually, once that law passed, that company went belly up or just closed its doors because it became illegal for them to do it. I understand why they did it. It's because Nintendo didn't want other people to like touch their hardware and make money off of it, you know. So I kind of get that side of things. I also get the side of things where it's just not right for us as players. But now we have the Switch, which is both a handheld console and a console. So we got the best of both worlds with that, and Nintendo's going to kill it with this new setup that they got. And I think the Switch is going to kill it for the next few years. And I hope the next console they come out with is similar to it. Yeah, but they have trillions of dollars, though, Carnage. So $10 million is like a slap on the wrist. But they're getting sued in a lot more areas, too. Like United States and UK suing them. Switzerland already did their lawsuit, I think, in the Netherlands. A lot of countries are suing them right now. So it's not just like one place. But that's the one lawsuit I was talking about that they lost. So they're probably going to lose at least $1 billion when all is said and done. And they probably still won't learn anything. They're also the company that's thinking about... They're the ones that are trying to launch ads in the middle of your gameplay. Okay? Ads during the middle of your gameplay. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Yeah, $20 for a box is absurd, definitely. Like $1 per box would be different. I could see that being like a better setup with maybe some sort of pity system, but I mean the price they got the boxes right now, and just the fact that this game is geared towards 13 on up is something. Yeah, I don't need Betamon eggs. I just need the Aqua Data eggs. Yeah, but I could go to Maze. I don't even know if those Mega Seadramons dropped the data eggs in there. I can't remember now. Yeah, there is that too. They do have pity systems, but it's just an absurd amount. Yeah, that's what I hope too, Bell. I hope it starts collapsing. Yeah, and you know the funny thing is, I wasn't even gonna buy a Switch, and then my parents and my aunt, who also works as a kind of like a secretary for Nintendo, one of the Nintendo's home offices, told me I should pick it up for Breath of the Wild. And I'm not a Legend of Zelda fan, but when I picked up the Switch with the Breath of the Wild game inside it as a combo pack, when it first came out, and I don't usually buy a console when it first comes out either. I usually wait for about a year. I didn't wait. So mine's actually one of the original first ones. I think it was like number 132 off the line, which is, I guess, rare. I don't know. But anyway, I got that. I played Breath of the Wild, and I could not believe how amazing that open world game was. It still has so much playability for me to this day. I still haven't 100% completed Breath of the Wild, by the way, either. So much more challenging than the other Zelda games that I've watched my parents play. They grew up on Zelda, so... And some of the other things like Pac-Man and stuff. So I got some of the best of the old genre of gaming, plus the new genre growing up. I hope it's not an MMO. I just hope it's like an open world, to be honest, Dex. Or Carnage. I'd rather see them do the expansions method with DLCs on it, to be honest. Start out with Kanto, and each region they come out with after revamping it or rebouncing it, they launch as a DLC for like 10 to 20 bucks that they've been doing. I mean, I would definitely support that for Pokemon. Now, basically, Nintendo's like version of MMO is what I prefer to see. Like open world, where we just connect to the internet, and then that's when we can see all the other players around us. It's basically the same thing. EA FIFA streamers. Yeah. I'm so glad that I have not bought a single like EA Sports game ever since like the last decent ones came out. Even the old ones, like the old UFC games and stuff that they launched, are starting to get revamped. Like, just the original copies are being revamped with ads playing during the middle of gameplay, like during the middle of a match, or during the cutscenes of a match. You'll have an ad for like 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and you have to watch the entire ad. And that's just so they can make money off of ads. And it's not a free-to-play game. Free-to-play game stuff, that's what that is. Ads are supposed to pay for free-to-play games that way. And I mean, this is a game that you purchase the entire game from like GameStop or from the store itself for like 60 to 70 bucks. Okay, so there's no reason to have ads in the middle of games, especially like old versions of games. There's no reason for that. Can't wait for the new PSO2. What's PSO2? Is that another MMO? Yeah, I get that, but it costs so much for like server maintenance and stuff. And I don't see Pokemon going that route just because if they know if they do that route, they're going to have to like charge people a lot of extra money just for them to keep up servers, because there'll be so many players on like an MMO for Pokemon. Now there are cosmetic things and stuff like that they could do. Yes, I get that, to pay for it. But, I mean, I just don't see them doing that for a long time, if ever. Just because they want to stick to the gaming method that works. So, yeah. Oh, Phantasy Star Online. Never played it. Can't afford them. I don't get people saying they can't afford, like, Pokemon games. If you want every single game handed to you for free, it's not happening. Get a job, save up some money, and buy it. It's not that hard. That's how I am. I save up my money for the Pokemon games, and I always buy both versions. I have never gone without both versions since the original release of Pokemon Red and Blue. Because back then, I got red for Christmas. My brother got blue, so. There is an MMO that you can play, Pixelmon. It's actually supported by the Pokemon Company. The first original version of it was not, so they had to like settle out a lawsuit in court. But the new version is actually supported by Pokemon. So, and Pixelmon's really fun now, especially with all the shiny hunting stuff they've added. It does cost some money just for the cosmetics things, for there's like some sort of thing you can buy that increases the chance of finding shinies for like so many minutes. Like it's like 15 minutes or something like that. And it's not that much either. It's like, I think it's like $1 for like 10 of them or something like that, which is really not that much, but it helps pay for the servers. So that's really cool. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, my country's going to be the same way because they keep going towards robots now because people are getting smart, and realize they're being underpaid for a lot of jobs, so we're getting the same way here in America. If you really want to face facts, all countries are poor. It's just being smart on how you spend the money that you have from even a poor job. You are? I thought it was a nice one. Don't ask me if I'm a bot just because I'm ignoring you. So what do I got? 2 cyber bullies now? Or just people that like to watch themselves here? Yeah. So I got 2 cyber bullies with me now. It's nice. You guys are on live stream, it's fine. I mean, I can just report you to YouTube, it's fine. I don't know, he said something about making a Pixelmon server. Yeah, I've been through worse on Beelzemon server, guys. It's fine, it's whatever. Here, I can just sit here all day, too. You guys do all the killing for me. I'll just sit here. I mean, I'd love to play with Omega Nyx on a server. Problem is just trying to keep people from like doing like stupid things, like cheating and stuff. But I mean, it wouldn't be that hard for a lot of us people on there to do that. Yeah, I get that, Bill. I get that. I mean, I guess American currency is still actually worth something, but worth more than some other countries. I don't see how it is, because it's ridiculously hard to try to make a living here on your own in America now, even. I mean, what we need is basically the stock markets to crash. That's literally what we need, and then the housing market to go down, because then prices will just go back down to like what they were in the 60s era. It's ridiculous trying to make a living right now. My event quest, same spot, different channel. Oh yeah? Cool, dude. Yeah, that'd be cool. Collaboration Pixelmon server. I mean, I plan on making like a Minecraft server eventually at some point in time. I wanted to talk to the YouTubers that we have on a YouTube channel. See if they'd be interested in doing something with like a Minecraft server. My brother and I are thinking about building one. Like our own personal server. I don't know where else I want to go. Where can I farm like data is like super easy. I'm trying to think here, because this is not going to work. That's only 7 eggs from all this. Yeah, make it 1 week until he dies. Pretty much, man. I've been there. It's ridiculous. These workplaces want you to work like 70 to 80 hours a week, and they expect that paycheck that you made from that 70 to 80 hours a week to like help you make ends meet in a month. And I mean, a month's working 70 to 80 hours a week for an hourly wage job is just not enough in our country anymore like it used to be. So like minimum wage is not kept up with inflation at all. So waterfront's a good spot. Yeah, I get that. The Zudomons. Yeah, this is on Omegamon server. So I guess let's go to waterfront first, and then yeah, I was thinking about the ice map with the Seadramons, but not those Seadramons though. There's another area in there to farm too. Try to catch this Tanamon raid. Yeah, my problem was I gave all my aqua data to somebody else that needed it, and now I need it. So that's my problem right now. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any shop things on this game. I'm just gonna log in to play it when I need stuff for the events. So like for backup discs right now, and then I'm just gonna log out. That's pretty much how my gameplay is gonna go now for DMO. Just to be honest, I'm just severely burnt out with it already, and with me starting work again, it's not gonna be worth like streaming it. So I'm probably just gonna do videos on whatever I can do videos on. Like I've already got some video ideas. I got another video coming out here pretty soon too, like tomorrow I think. I just need to edit it a little bit more. Talking about Chaosmon Jogris. Thanks to Ed for his normal stats on his too. The Gomamon. I got a deck buff that I'm trying to get right now. This one right here. Okay, for the just the poor man's attack speed buff, pretty much. Gomamon, Vikemon, Patamon, and Gatomon lines are all I need now. So I'm trying to get those. I can get some more Gomamon eggs from here too. Yeah, I'm not doing the Pumpkinmon raid. Tanamon raid's bad enough as it is, while streaming anyway. When I wasn't streaming, I didn't have any issues at all. I guess the first raid after the reset's really bad too, so it is what it is. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I can miss a few days. Yeah, because Pumpkin only like spawns what, once per day? Or is it like twice per day or something like that? Tanamon actually spawns multiple times per day, so where one time it's like super like laggy and too many people in the channel. Even simplification doesn't work for that stuff. It's just because of the games not being optimized for so many years. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to worry about the S-Box, to be honest. The S-Box is just not worth it. Huh, weird. Hey, Zoro. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, that'll really help. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, so far I've gotten quite a bit of 4/5s from it. Like now I got 3 4/5 Electmons, so I can definitely transcend my Electmon for the Chaosmon Jogress, which he'll be the strongest Jogress I'll be able to get anyway, so... You know, I think that might be enough to actually help me attempt a few times to hatch right there, but I mean, I'll still farm here. Might as well. We got, what, 30 more minutes before the Tanamon will spawn again? You can get its eggs for free from this event. I think it's towards the end that you can get those. I wouldn't even waste the Terra on them. Just wait till they come out, and then see what level you get on the eggs. Because you only need one of them to be a 5/5. Just saying, Bell. I'm probably going to be waiting for a lot of these Mons in the egg event too. Just so I can get the ones I need. I know the Sylphimon line, I definitely want that one. Just so I can level up my goat faster and easier. Using the Jogress. Yeah, the Jogress is kind of crappy, but it's really decent for leveling purposes at least. Especially with the Monado being apparently permanent. I don't know if anybody knows about that or not, but it seems like the Monado rebalance to 1/5 HP is like permanent now. Oh, B-Wing 20. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, every little bit helps right now. I actually missed my Ragermon. Oh. I don't even know who Pro Wolf is. Who's Pro Wolf? This is that Valkyrieon? I think he has one item that's free and one item that's locked in the cash shop. Oh, thanks, dude. A lot of you people I don't even know. Yeah, Alter S is actually considered the poor man's AO. AOX. Poor man's AOX, pretty much. That's what we've always considered it anyway. Ever since it came out. Oh, no, I just wanted to be sure that you were watching the stream so I could thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. I really do. I might actually just go try to hatch some of these Gomamons. Try to push them to 3/5 now. I think I'll go do that now. Just while I got time to kill. No. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm willing to grind out for the datas. I just probably won't do it while I'm streaming. Just because of the fact that, I mean, it's not something you want to watch me do, I know. But that's basically a majority of DMO is grinding things out and farming for things. Let's grab that. Store these. Yeah, so Valkyriemon, I believe, is one item is in the cash shop. The other item is actually a quest item, if I recall. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. And Valkyriemon was only good while it had the double stats, and even then it was kind of crappy, unfortunately. I kind of felt like they did him wrong too. He was one of the first like Jogresses they put in the game that required one item from the cash shop and one item outside the cash shop that was not an SS plus officially, really. Oh, I forgot to grab the eggs out. That would help too. Omegamon. Dang. That's some serious lag. That's very slimy. What's very slimy? It's pretty sad when all I'm wanting is to push it to 3-5. Go, baby, go. Yeah, but that used to be their way of like making money back in the day for like the high-end mons. Like after the first two like Jogress ones were released in the game, which were both free. Both sides were free to play, so you could actually just grind them out doing quest lines. That was the Omegamon and the AO. So after they did those, they needed to start making money. So instead of just doing the burst modes, being in the cash shop to where they can make money off of those, they decided to go ahead and make it to where they start releasing new Jogresses and requiring like certain items to be bought from only the cash shop, which was actually pretty nice because they were direct purchase. So you're still supporting the game, and at the same time, it'd take you a little bit of time to get that item because you'd have to save up the money for it. So it's kind of a win-win for them back then, but now it's ridiculous to some people just because of the fact that they do it that way now, because they have the loot boxes for the really overpowered mons, really, and the rare mons. But I mean, it's whatever. Exa X, he'll probably just be like I don't know what they do for Exa X. Probably it's gonna be, yeah, there we go. Got him. I name them all delete because I just hatch them, unlock them, and then delete them. Pretty much. Oh, really? I didn't have to do that yesterday at all. Okay, this is a good way to check and see if I need that for the Encyclopedia. So Gomamon. Yeah, he's done. So now I can just accept the reward. So I didn't even have to level him up because he's just one through. He's just a rookie to Mega. Now, if he had a burst mode, I have to level him up to the burst mode level to unlock him. so I can unlock the burst mode. So yeah, that is something that I can point out to everybody now. So there is that. But now we got it. So got the deck buff. So now all I need is Patamon and Salamon Gatomon champion, which I might just wait and get those from the egg event now. Because I think I'm coming up on them anyway. Not even sure when they come in. Yeah, I remember the time when you'd hatch a Digimon that was like a 4-5 or 5-5 and it'd always pop up on the screen. It gets so annoying whenever you were like 50,000 people behind because you wanted to see it announced up there for everybody in your guild, and everybody in your guild was waiting for it, and people that were watching your stream were waiting for it. It's actually kind of a good thing they took it out of the game because it was really causing a lot of the lag issues, I think, that they were having. But, I mean, just getting a 5-5 Mon should still be in the game for that, just because of the fact of how hard it is to get Mons to push for 5-5. So like if you push something to a 5-5, I think it should still announce that. Just makes people aware that you pushed something to 5-5, and that's really hard to do. Yeah, good times. Definitely. Alright. You know what? Actually, let's pull my Omegamon out. I still need to level him up to 70. So I can use his item on him. Oh, really? I was fortunate, I guess, because I got the Chimeramon from that was the first egg they gave us in this 100 Digi egg thing. It was 5-5. I was pretty shocked about that. The first egg is usually the one that tells you how well you're going to do for the whole thing, it seems like, anymore. So I was pretty happy about that. Let's toss all these. Alright, so I guess now... I'll just walk there. I'm just going to walk there. Screw it. It's going to take some time anyway. So let's go. Just have to go to the Silent Forest area. Oh, wow. Yep. Yeah, it can cost some people a lot. A lot of data and a lot of eggs and lots of Terra if they don't farm them. Just to get them on they want 5-5. I don't remember that being a thing, Zoro, but you could be right, because I've forgotten a lot about the game. Oh, nice. Wait. There it is. I'm working on 5-5 Blitz free to win. When is the Blitz and the other one being released on the event? I don't even think I know. Still gonna be lots of people in Channel 0. Yeah, Chimeramon really a lot easier than most because of the one data. The one data mons are a lot easier just because it only takes one data. Yeah, not some of the portals are still set up to where you can actually ride your rider through them, but a majority of them have been broken to the point where you can't ride your rider through them anymore. I remember when that used to be just a glitch, but now it seems to be like a thing that they're not even worrying about anymore. They're not even trying to fix it now. I remember when I first put in a complaint on the new maps not being able to be ridden through the portals. It took them like maybe 24 hours, then they had that fixed. So it's kind of funny now. They don't even care about it. Day 50. That's Mechanorimon. There's Blitz. Day 53. So Crest should be one of the weeks before, I think. Or after. Man, Commandermon's way down there. Good thing it's going to take me about that long to get that side done. There's Crestgurumon, 67. So 53 and 67 are the days that you'll want to log in for those. Biohumon's tomorrow. I've already got a Biohumon 4-5. If I get one of them 5-5 from the event, though, I'll use it for sure. So Veemon and Pilgrimon. There's where Goemon is. Where's Patamon? There's Deputymon for all you warriors out there that need a champion level to take you through Chimeramon. Yep. About 14 minutes now for Tanamon raid. That's what I'm basically waiting for. Okay, there's the Salamon one I think I need, right? Is that the Salamon one I need? I think that's the one I need. Day 40. Try to pull up the encyclopedia here. Yeah, this should be the one I need right here. For that one. It's weird how we got 3 of them now. We got the Lilithmon line and then we got the Black Gatomon line. Where's the Goatmon line one at? Yeah, I know it's the normal one. It's the Macedemon one, basically. The Gatomon. What is the Sylphimon line one? I know Hawkmon's one side of that. There's the Patamon I need. This is the Jogris one right here. Yeah, I know it's the Sylphimon one, but I don't see that one listed. Is it under a different name than Salamon? There's the Hawkmon version. So where's the Salamon Sylphimon? I think those are like days. They're down here somewhere. There's the Shikuyamon. Okay, there's the Hawkmon, Sylphimon, and there's, yeah, Salamon, Sylphimon's not in the list anymore. Why not? Why isn't it listed in the Encyclopedia anymore? That's kind of weird. Did anybody else notice that? Does it count as the same as the Nefertimon line then? Which is kind of weird because they don't show the Goatmon in there. That's weird. But day 83 and day 84, I'm definitely going to have to log in so I can get the Sylphimon line. Yeah, that's weird. I just noticed that. Yeah, we got 10 minutes before he pops in here, so... Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, because I'm probably not going to have enough mid datas farmed to try to push anything. That just requires a lot of warps for the Kaiser raid dungeons. I mean, once I get hard unlocked, and I guess I have Magnamon load up a lot more. Might be worth doing in there. I still gotta transcend him yet anyway. Which Jogris is the Monodramon for? What is this? Yeah, it's not showing up in mine. Yeah, it's supposed to be right after the Lilithmon one, right? Oh, did I just, like, go over it or something? I swear it wasn't showing up beforehand. Oh, Moon Quest? Okay, it's there now. Maybe I just like overlooked it. I don't know, but I wasn't seeing it. I don't know, if you don't like click down on it, it won't. It'll skip a whole bunch too sometimes. Oh, really? I've never done the Moon Jogress quest, so I don't know. Once they started releasing like Jogresses that required like one item bought from the cash shop and one not, I just, if they were like that was it, that was the end of their line, then yeah, I was gonna go for it. But once they started adding in the extra lines and the loot boxes and stuff like that, yeah, I was just done with trying to keep up with that. And there was just no point in getting them unless you had those in-game items, so. Oh yeah, is that what it is? I guess somebody knows all the times. Yeah, Moon only line, and they sacked it off. Yeah, I was here for that. The line I remember was the line that was like permanent, like, or just for free to play players. You could just unlock both sides with free to play quests, all the way up to the one before Zed. I think it's still that way though. I think it's still where you can actually do them both free to play. It's just the rider thing is locked in the cash shop, which is fine. But then they added Zed into a loot box item like Zort D and all that stuff, so. Seems to be where the party's at. Yeah. I've seen worse than this before they even had like cloud servers. See how full the channel is now? My only problem with the game right now, optimization wise, is the fact that everything is just running through CPU for me right now. I can't run the game on my graphics cards. It just locks out at like 60 frames per second because of that. Not my fault. They should update the game to where the 20 series graphics cards can actually run the game. But they haven't optimized the game in like 5 years. So like 10 series are like... The 10 series graphics cards, those are like the best ones to have right now. Just for this game. But I mean, 20 series have been out for a while now. So, it is what it is. First 10 I have to reset. See, I don't get why everybody's saying that, because yesterday when I was not streaming, I hit the one before the reset and I hit the one after the reset, and I didn't have any issues. So I think what my problem is just because I'm streaming. So I'm pulling a lot of data through the internet, and it's trying to pull a lot of data through the internet for the game at the same time. And I got 1 gig internet, so I got some really, really good internet. But the problem is, the game hasn't been optimized in years, so if I'm streaming at the same time I'm trying to do a raid, it's probably not going to happen. Which this will just put the nail in the coffin on that for me, basically. If it freezes up or does what it did the last time, then I'll just know that I'll have to catch it whenever I'm not streaming, which will be basically all the time now. And we'll see what happens next weekend, but I'm not going to make any promises. I'm looking forward to tomorrow right now because I want to do some Dynamax Adventures. That's what I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah, they should. It needs to be optimized. And just have a lot of the bugs and stuff fixed. I don't want to have any tips. Please just don't do any tips. I'm just going to time you out. Start giving me tips for this crap. If I can't just run the PC on minimized effects and stuff like that, then it's their fault, not mine. There's nothing I can do, alright? I did this before too. I minimized everything. Simplified everything. And it didn't work. I still got like... Still the game froze up and it's like kicked me off eventually, so... Okay, where is it? Chimeramon? Chimeramon Captain? Oh yeah, there he is. See, this is not as busy as it was last time. Yeah, I'm not lagging at all now. Are you guys seeing lag on the stream? I bet you are. I'm not lagging at all. I'm actually getting my skills off and everything. That's what everybody else is doing. That's why it lags so much for everybody. See, this is the way it should have been the first time too, because this is what it was like for me the last time when I did it without streaming. So I mean, oh, they're spawning monster cards out there too. Oh, I'm not running 4K. It's definitely just 60 frames per second on 1080p. Uh-oh. Yep, I just DC'd. Well, maybe I can log back in. I'm not going to keep my hopes up. It's just the internet that's killing me right now. Because I'm streaming. That's what it is. So, it's whatever. I mean, at least I could actually see what was going on and everything. So, it's whatever. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Dead? Okay, good. I'll just catch it off stream, if I even want to. I'll probably catch it tomorrow in the morning, early. That's probably just gonna be the best bet. Yeah, that's fine. I just can't stream and get it. That's the thing. I can't be streaming and do the raids. So that is what it is. I mean, if they don't want me to show their game off, I guess that's just the way it's going to be, right? So we'll just turn my simplification back off. Because, I mean, it's their game. If they don't want it to be better, it's on them. It's not me. I mean, I did this yesterday, both times. I did it before the reset, and I did it after the reset, which was the busiest I've ever seen anything in any game I've ever played. And there's so many people there. I didn't even simplify anything, and I still had no problems. So all it is just because I'm streaming right now. And I can't optimize the game anymore because it's not running on my, like, the highest thing. So, yeah. It is what it is. I'm just going to grab my stuff and then get off. I'll just come back and catch the raid whenever I feel like it. Pretty much how I've been doing it. That's all I can do, though, is free to play. I'm just doing the events and then just trying to make my way up towards mid-game now. If I can get enough mid-data saved up, I might try for the Goatmon at some point in time. Yeah, you can miss a day or two and still get the event items. Just miss a day or two of this stuff. I think you could technically miss up to 4 or 5 days. Oh yeah? Well, the reset happens like early for us in my time zone. So, unfortunately, I had to miss the first day. Like, entirely. So, it is what it is. I mean, if I don't get the box, it's no big deal. I really don't care at this point. All it's in there that's worthwhile is the permanent ear set. But I mean, they don't want to make it to where it's as easy as all the other anniversaries we've had to get the items. So I mean, it's on them. I mean, they do this to themselves by making it to where everybody has to jump to one channel to do the raid, when they could just like have it like spawn in all 3 channels at the same time. And then that'd spread everybody out. You know what I mean? They used to do it that way. That was the smart way to do things. The cat ears. Cash warehouse. Nothing good in there yet. See, I want to know what the heck I'm supposed to do with these, because I can't do anything with them on Steam. I just sell them to a shop for 10 bits a piece. Okay, I got all that. You can still exchange them. Well, I tried that. I went here. See? Users of Steam service are not able to play Rumble Chess. Oh, no, that's just to play it. Well, where do I exchange them at? Where even are they? Points, which can be used in Rumble Chess Transfer. Alphamon Orican. Data Center. That's Alphamon Orican. So, where can I use them at? No, I have not gotten my Regidrago yet. I'm still looking for it. Doru. Where's Doru at? Oh, this guy. Oh, so you can actually make the rewards with him still. Okay. That's kind of expensive, isn't it? Huh. Okay. I guess I'll just keep saving them up then. The ones I get from logins. God, thanks, guys. I didn't realize it was actually in the game, so... Yep, I found him. No, Brad. Brad, I still have not gotten my Regidrago, so... I'm going to try to finish up hunting for him today. And if I don't find him tomorrow, I'm just going to do Dynamax Adventures. Like, all stream tomorrow. I'm doing Dynamax Adventures to try to get some shinies in there. And I'll just put the Regis on back burner for now. Legendaries usually take a lot more resets or like spawn ins in order to find them shiny anyway, without the new method that we've got in Dynamax Adventures. So I will just probably just push them off on the back burner until days I'm not doing videos and stuff. That's just a random data box. Yeah, it'll be normal stream time tomorrow. Between 8 and 9 a.m. my time, Central Standard Time. I don't know what time that is for you. And then probably go back to Regidrago shiny hunting until I see somebody else is doing the Dynamax Adventures or whatever. Just hit me up on Discord, and if you got a number set, we can join each other. So just keep that in mind, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing Dynamax Adventures all day for the stream. So anybody that wants to join, hit me up on Discord. Oh, 1 a.m.? Dude, rip. Hey, I actually got a backup disc out of there. It's just one, but hey, I'll take it. That's what I'm needing. From some Colo bosses, you get some. What, the Rumble Chest stuff? I'm not interested in it, really. I think it's a waste. They could just rebound some things in the game and just make the game better, instead of adding like another mini game within a game. I mean, even it allows you to spend money so that you can speed stuff up and win faster. So there's that too. You woke up at 3 a.m. today? What the heck, man? You Aussies are just like night owls or what? Alright. I am done for the game. Let's go to chatting for a little bit. Yeah, so I'll probably catch that Tanamon raid tomorrow in the morning when I get up. See, 12, then 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10 o'clock again tonight too. So you can do that at 10 o'clock tonight too. Auto chess from free and way better than Rumble chess. The auto chess, I don't even know what the heck that is. I don't really care for the chess games at all. Oh, okay. I minimize that. The daily quests are very easy, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, they're not bad. It's just the Tanamon raid is something I can't do while I'm streaming, apparently. I got DC twice, even with simplification turned on. I figured maybe that would help a little bit, but it didn't. I mean, and as you can tell, that second time, though, That's exactly what it felt like for me, except for I'm sure in the stream it looked like it was lagging. I was having no lag on the game itself, and then all of a sudden, boom! It just DC'd me at some certain percentage, which I kind of figured it was going to do both times anyway. Just to be honest, because I mean the game isn't optimized for all the new stuff I have in my PC, so I kind of figured I was going to have to do the Tanamon raid on my free time, which is fine. It's whatever. They don't want to optimize the game. I'm not even going to bother playing it whenever I'm not feeling like it. So, Crystal Defenders for the PSP. I actually remember that game, the PSP. I still have my PS Vita, which is the first console that Digimon launched their Cyber Sleuth series on. So the Cyber Sleuth was first launched on it, and then they finally decided to relaunch it on PS4 since it did so well. And then they came out with the Hacker's Memory for the PS Vita, and then they decided to come out with the Complete Edition for all consoles after that, before we're launching that one on PS4. So that's where I got introduced to the team that we have working on the Digimon video games that they have now. And they're actually doing a great job. I just wish they'd stop holding them back, because I feel like that's what they're doing to them. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Garcia. That's my issue. Like, I don't think anyone understands what I'm trying to get at. I can simplify everything in the game, and it's still gonna kick me off because I'm streaming. At the same time, I'm trying to like play the game, and it wouldn't be a problem if it was actually running off of the GPUs, because my GPUs can actually handle everything. I got dual 2080 Ti's, but they haven't optimized the game in like 5 years for the graphics drivers, so the 20 series graphics cards don't work with the game. So it's literally just running off of like my RAM and my CPU. That's literally what the game is running off of. It's not even optimized by NVIDIA anymore. So the newer NVIDIA. Yeah, I mean, they definitely could be better. I do agree, Brad. I mean, they're really like hitting it home on the new games for like, graphics wise and like attacks wise and turn based style. But they could be better, definitely, especially the storylines. The storylines were actually decent. I can't dog the storylines at all in both games. The only thing I can dog is the fact that they just basically cloned and copied and pasted things into Hacker's Memory from the original Cyber Sleuth. And but the story was actually unique, and it is sad in one of them and joyous in the other. And the only thing I have against it is the fact that we can't skip it or speed past it whenever we do a new game plus. And I wish they had that option to where we could actually speed up our gameplay a little bit, because it's kind of annoying to redo the storyline over and over again and constantly have to wait for like 15 to 20 minutes for the storyline to go through. You're just sitting there hitting the A button like, come on, I know what's going to happen next. Come on, let's go. That's the only thing I like have against it. And I wish it was longer, you know? They used to, the Digimon World games used to have that feel of Pokemon games, where they were actually like, they had longevity to them, and they were fun to constantly do over and over again in certain areas, or just farm for certain mons in certain areas. And they kind of lost that with these two new games, because the storyline was only like 20 plus chapters in each game, and it's over super fast. If you just sit there and play it in one day, you could literally have the game over with, unless you're trying to get certain mons, then you might take you a week. But you could literally beat the games in a day. You literally could, because the longevity is just not there. I know the same could be probably said for the new Pokemon games, but at the same time, if you're trying to get like shinies or something like that while you're doing like the storyline, there's other things you can do afterwards, after you beat the game, like Battle Tower. And we do have Coliseum in these games too, like an ability to like battle other players, so that's a good thing too that they brought in there. Yeah, DMO needs just a lot of updates. It really does. Digimon Next Order. Is that the one with the bathroom in it? Is that the one that you play, Rusty, or is that Rearise? Is that Next Order or Rearise? But we want to read about Mayo Coffee Blend? You're going to make Myotismon into coffee? No, I can't stand that woman's coffee. I can't. She ruined coffee for me. Oh, did you? You stayed for like 30 hours in Chapter 7 farming with Poopmons? Yeah, I mean, most of my farming is basically at the end of the game, except on hard. Hard is actually hard on the original versions for Vita. On the complete edition, just playing through hard right now in my series, my Let's Play series, it's super, super easy. Like, the HP's increased and all, and it's still, like, super easy to beat. I don't get it. It is, so that's the one he's got then, next order. That's the one you could get Alter B and Zort D on.
Yeah, next order.
It is next order. Yeah, he just said it's next order. Okay. So yeah, that's the one Rust got. It has that poop thing. You have to take your Digimon in the bathroom. That's the one thing I have against some of those old school games. I do not miss that from Digimon World 1. That was the most annoying thing when I was growing up as a kid. Like, it's the only thing I remember from that game is having to take my Digimon to the bathroom and making sure they didn't have to poop before putting them to sleep, because they could poop in their sleep, and that would literally turn your Digimon into a Numemon. I think I remember having Numemons more often than Greymons or Metal Greymons. And I think there was only one time I actually got War Greymon. That was the way I was able to defeat the game, the whole end game for that game. That game was like so difficult for me as a kid, though, just because of the bathroom thing. I'm sure I can understand it a lot more now than I did back then for the Next Order game, but it just turns me off with that. And I know people are saying that, like, complaining about that game where you have to actually, like, hit the defend. It's basically just a button mash on defend, and then just knowing when to let your Digimon attack. So that's kind of a turnoff as well. But I do understand it's like one of the best games because of the fact that you can actually, as a tamer, you're not actually controlling the Digimon, and it's not turn-based per se. You're like in this little like circle area. It's like an arena-based thing, and your Digimon are actually doing what you tell them to do and using skills that you tell them to use and all that stuff. So it's kind of like an open world-based attack system, which is kind of neat. Yeah, where Zort D and Alter B were released or introduced before they were actually introduced in any of the other games. So yeah, like DMO. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a U or U plus rank in DMO, since it was an evolution of Zort D in there. It's kind of dumb. Yeah, that line doesn't share any aspect of Zort D's line at all. I don't even think. I know Zort D has another evolution. In the manga, I'm pretty sure it had another evolution. And I think that one actually fuses with Alter B to form something else. And it just like becomes a super overpowered like Mon that has no self-control or self-awareness even. Like it's not even aware of how strong or powerful it is. Oh, I like the Rumble Arena series too. I still have both those games, Rumble Arena and then Rumble Arena 2. Rumble Arena 1 will always be like my favorite for that series. Reapermon, dude. Reapermon was lit. And then Black War Greymon, of course, man. One of my favorites of all time. And Rumble Arena 2, just kind of broken. Because you could literally throw Terra Forces and Terra Destroyers with the War Greymon lines. It was hilarious. Terra Destroyer, Terra Destroyer, Terra Destroyer. Literally just rape the computer, the AI with Terra Destroyers. Toy Omega exists, and Imagine Demo adds him with Toy Gabu. Oh my god. We had like a whole conversation of this on Omega Nix's Discord. Like Omega Nix, I think you got in on it, and I got in on it. We were talking about this, I think, in Omega Nix's Discord. It could be a thing, but let's not give them too many more ideas to make money off of, especially not our own ideas. Magna Angemon, yeah, that was pretty fun to watch. The opening sessions for the games. Digimon World 4 was another one. Digimon World 3 and 4 with the intros on those games. I think those were the start of the intros for the games, if I remember right. That were like the best of all time for Digimon. And then The World DS games, those were really, really awesome. The little animations and like the stories they had in there. Yeah. April Fool's event. What's the April Fool's event? Oh, they could do that for an April Fool's event. That's what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably. And they'd lock it behind a loot box. It's a fake loot box. You're keeping your 4-5. I got a 3-5. I might just hatch it just so I can go ahead and unlock all his Evos and just take the Encyclopedia thing from it. Yeah, the Cross Force thing, I don't know if they could actually make that better. They'll probably just do something like they do at the X-Bonds, make it for money stuff. Sad to say. I could see them using like some sort of money option for that. To like get Shoutmon times 7. Because Shoutmon times 7 actually is all the Digimon from the digital world to form him. So, yeah. That's going to be pretty overpowered. And that's like the same with Omegamon Merciful Mode. Mode change on Omegamon. Which that's how they could actually bring Omegamon back. Make him a little bit stronger. Give us a triple S plus version of Omegamon with Omegamon Merciful Mode as a mode change. Just requires all the other Digimon from the the other tamers to unlock it. The other 6 tamers, right? Yeah, the big gold Shoutmon. Yep, pretty much. Lord Bagramon too. He needs to be in the game. He was pretty OP. Trying to think. Chaosmon Ultimate will be OP as well, so. You see, I don't know. Have they really actually shown us Yggdrasil in anything? Like, what form he'd actually take? Like, Fangomon is like the closest we could get to like the Digimon God, or Digimon Creator, if you will. So the 4 Sovereigns are like the closest I think we're going to get to Yggdrasil. And they've pretty much left them unbounced or unchecked as a sovereign Digimon in the game. They literally just let them fall to the wayside in DMO. So, if anything, Yggdrasil should be like a Digivolution off of like Fangomon, if anything. That's how they could do that if they're really going to add an Yggdrasil into the game. But I don't really see him being a Digimon in the game because he is the only forms I've ever seen him in the mangas and stuff is the thing that Omegamon X basically stabs it with his sword with all delete, and it's just this little round thing that has a little light bulb in it. That's the only thing I've ever seen Yggdrasil be. So probably the one from Savers. See, we've never had Savers released in America, so I don't know what anybody talks about Savers series. I don't know anything about it. I don't. I've even tried to look it up on YouTube, and the only thing I found is like the movie, and it's only tidbits of the movie because you don't even get to see it all. They buffed him a lot a few months ago. Has almost the same attack as AOX. Yeah, it's still pretty low though, considering it takes 4 Mons to form him though. So I don't think you understand. Like 4 Mons and 4 slots, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, and it should take precedence there. That should be the strongest Mon. Like with Susanamon, they kind of screwed him up too. Like he takes like 20 spirits to form him. Okay, that's 20 Mons you have to level up. That's a lot of work. And that means that he should be a lot stronger than he is. And they're not really doing that correctly, I don't feel. Now, I've actually seen that movie. The one with Marcus that punches the Digimon. I only seen... It's just their Mons, though. You don't really get to see the Tamers in it at all. So, there is that. Try to look this up here. Jogris, look up Phantomon. Yeah, he's still only an SS plus. Yeah, he still only has like 5,482 attack. I mean, yeah, maybe he has been rebounded since then, since that last time I was here. See, what does it say? Its first skill and rebounces for others were implemented on March 26, 2014. Huh. I still never really used him, though. Oh, it's only 1 skill point per upgrade for his skills, though. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. So yeah, I mean, they did change that a little bit. And they actually changed his area of effect skill to be the same as Magnamon's. Doesn't damage within 8 meters of radius, so... Huh. Well, that's cool. So I did revamp that a little bit then. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's just not much to use a data type for in the game, really, other than Zanumon. That's my only thing against him, though. Besides the fact of how wrong they've done him. Yeah, maybe Garcia, because it looks like the last rebounds I did was in 2014. It's been 6 years, I guess. I feel like that rebounds has been more recent, though, because I had Fanglamon, and he was not that strong before I had to delete my account, so... But I know a lot of people were trying to, like, they leveled up their Fanglamons in my guild all the way up to 120 when we got the rebounds. And they were using him to try to see if he could be used in any of the dungeons because of the rebounds to his attack, making him on par with, like, Triple S Mons or something like that. And they found out the only dungeon he was really useful in was either Fanglamon himself, his own dungeon, for, like, support. And then there was the fact that he could be useful in Edge. But that was pretty much it. I don't think he's useful in anything else, though. Unless there's a vaccine-type dungeon I don't know about. But, I mean... Yeah. Yeah, English version was called Digimon Data Squad. Did they actually release it? Like the series? Because I couldn't find anything on it. It's not even on any of the anime channels that I have. Maybe it's just banned in my state. It could be banned in my state, too. PETA hates Marcus. Because he punches Digimon? Yeah, whatever. They're just digital data. They're not real, right? That's the argument they could use, I guess. The slot free to play costs 50 to 60 Tera. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, Fanglamon was a pet. He wasn't a slave. He was a pet to Dorbikmon or whatever the heck his name was. I remember that. I kind of lost my interest there on that for that series, the Crossword series. I still watched it all the way through though, and I enjoyed it. But some of the things I did to some of the mons that are supposed to be like deities and stuff, it was just ridiculous. After I left, every Jogras Digi X got buffed. Not every one of them. Omegamon's still broken. You can't say that. Because Omegamon's still just the same. He is still like the lowest. He's like the lowest double S attack. And his DS cost is ridiculous for how low a damage he does. So... And OX got even more broken. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Moonmill is on par with Alter S, and OX got even more broken. Yeah. Nothing like punching a Piomon in the face. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, you got that right. That is funny. Alright, guys. I think that's going to do it for today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Anybody that's interested in doing like Dynamax adventures tomorrow in the stream, let me know on the Discord. And I will see you guys tomorrow, because that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow is Pokemon Dynamax Adventures. So I'm going to be trying to find some shinies that I don't have yet, or some extra shinies of the Ultra Beasts and stuff like that too. What's been removed altogether? Oh, you think the series has been removed altogether? It might be. I don't know. Everyone got touched, we can say. I don't know. I mean, Omegamon still, it still looks the same to me. It's too weak to be an SS, in all honesty. I think it's like an S rank. Maybe even just like, even lower than that, it seems like to me. Yeah, like, Omegamon just barely even got touched. Regular Omegamon barely got touched. Like, AO is like twice the strength of Omegamon now, pretty much. Like 1.5 times the strength, if you really want to get technical. Because he's like 2,200 on his base stats for attack for Omegamon, and it's like 3,500 on AO, which is ridiculous. I get Omegamon normal is supposed to be weaker than AO, but AO basically sacrifices himself to give his data to OX. So OX is right where he should be. He's more powerful than AOX and AO. But Omegamon should be at least a little bit behind AO, but not like right with AO. I get that. But at the same time, it's like, why not add another 1,000 attack onto him so he can actually be useful as an SS? Because, I mean, he is pretty hard to get still. He's still locked in the maze. So, but yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow during the Pokemon live stream. Doing Dynamax Raid Adventures. And until then, I'll catch you then. Peace out.